from my mummy.
Yeah.
And then you also said something about still working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Can you kind of like unpack that, because you were still at uni at that time, right?
Yeah.
So for such a young guy to have those kind of responsibilities, like, speak a bit about that.
You know what? During university times, I was actually still working at Arsenal. So I remember like the first time I went to uni, I had to do the drive up. I think I came back like a week after and went back to Arsenal. So I was going back and forth. Cause I thought I was gonna have to leave because I was so far. But I managed to go up and down, balance it, which was difficult. And then still trying to. I feel like any person that is kind of very similar. I feel like that was me learning him was because I was having one myself. I feel like I needed some answers in a way of why he wasn't there, and just why I never kind of reached out or tried to. And I don't think it was because of my mum, but I guess sometimes a person, you know, have a relationship.
Have you got them answers?
I'll be real, I'm a little afraid to ask certain questions, but I've got some answers, and it's kind of opened my mind a lot to why he wasn't there, which is, it's interesting, because I guess you never want to be just left like that, to be fair, but I've got a lot of siblings, so I think that explains the reason why anyway, but yeah.
Are these siblings that you grew up with, or?
No, so these are like, I've got about 14 siblings, all on his side, and I think I'm like in the middle, which is kind of crazy, considering I'm like 25. But there's one that's 30, then you got sisters that are like 18, 16. So there's a range, there's quite a big range of, you know,
You had a song on your Blockbuster album called Praise You, right? And that was about God, right?
Yeah.
Speak about faith and...
My auntie, so my grandma's sister is someone that is very, religious, and she was the one that used to take me to church a lot. Things are good. I'm still praying, still thanking him for everything that's happening in my life, whether it's good or bad. Even when things aren't going well, I'm still, thanking him, and when things are good, I'm still thanking him. And I think that song for me, that's probably one of my favorite songs. Just because I'm just having a moment to just thank him for everything, to be fair. I've even, my auntie, even there was a track, my auntie writes as well, so she's even written a couple songs for me as well.
This is the same auntie who was into that, or was it kind of support from family members that you were able to kind of get through?
Yeah, there was a lot of support from family members. I don't think I had seen the support like that before, to be fair, if I'm honest. Like, I remember the day that I did post the picture of and I was in the park where I shot Family Tree. This is literally the time. This is literally the time. I remember they had to get down. They had to take me to the hospital, and I just felt like there's no escape. There's no way out unless it's time to just meet the Creator.
There's me on now off the back of all of those up and down experiences.
Yeah. I would say for myself anyway, I'm a person that is a father now, that is really just embracing life and just trying to just show my son, you know, the path he should follow, and just try and just take day by day. And as a
Boy.
I feel refreshed. I feel like no one even knows me. People do know me, which is good. Like the next stage or chapter, should I say, the music that I'm coming with it's just refreshing to the ears. It's nice. It's just cool. It's calm. There's no violence in it. It's just, it's a vibe. It's just calm. I feel like everything that's happened has allowed me to get to where I've really wanted to be, and I feel like I've just showed aspects along the journey of what I can do. But now it's really the time. It's really go time.
So you said you feel like people don't really know you, even though they do.
Yeah.
That is because you feel like you've changed so much from when everyone had their eyes on you in that sense of marking and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, literally.
Okay,
literally.
That's really interesting. So what's different now?
The way I dress, but the music itself. I don't even make. What would you even call the music I was making before? Probably like hip hop rap. I wouldn't even. I do. Me myself, I say it's the Mitchum Dream sound, innit? But if you want to put it in a category, it's probably R&B. It's probably R&B, but on a soulful level. I'm really singing. I'm really like. You can say I'm not been heartbroken, but I've had a few problems with girls and that, which has made me think, right, kind of upset now. Like I'm upset still, so I'm really, taking that. I'm being vulnerable. I never used to really be vulnerable before, which is alright, because I feel like you have to learn how to be vulnerable in a world that I'm living in. But and even dress wise, I just thought, I don't want to dress like anybody else. I kind of just want to wear what I want to wear and just slap on some old school shit, whether it's that or just myself.
Expression, right?
Yeah, man, just express myself in. I heard comment the other day. Fashion is something that you don't even have to say a word. It just talks itself. Like, you ain't even got to say anything. You can look at someone and say, yeah, their fit's going off, it's crazy. So since I've heard that, I've just said, that I'm gonna talk through that and music. And yeah, man, since then it's greatness only.
So how are you now mentally? Like, you seem a lot happy.
Yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy. I think I'm more happy to still be here. To be fair, and if anything, I'm happy to be doing shows. I feel like my two managers when I'm Paddy, they always remind me that what I've done is great and that what we have set up is nothing. It's not like anybody else. It's like anybody else. I just done a show in Cyprus and coming with like 15 people. They had like 2 dressing rooms and waiters in there, and I was thinking, wow, yeah, this is a life, man. It makes me remember, like, yeah, just keep going. Don't even think about stopping. Like, just keep going, and this is gonna be a norm. This is gonna be normal.
So what is the best advice that you feel like you've ever received?
I haven't even received the best advice. The best advice is I've probably given it to myself.
And what would you say that is?
That I feel like I'm the fucking greatest, man. Like, for me, it's like the best advice I've given myself is if I've been in a position once, it's up to me. If I say to myself, I want to go there again, then 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to be there again. Like, yeah, that's what it's like for me. That's what it's like for me. I probably had conversations with people that understand the same way I understand things that happen as well. But when it comes to advice, I just give myself advice, man. Like, I give myself advice. I tell myself, you know, you are great. You are gonna do what you done before again. You are gonna be in this for a long time, you know, because if there's anyone that needs to reassure yourself, it's yourself, innit?
Does that put more pressure on yourself, though?
I do. I think I do put a lot of pressure on myself, but that's because I said the bar's too high. The bar. It's unfortunate that the bar's too high, but it's a good thing at the same time, innit? As long as I can also, you know, I just make sure I stay humble at the same time, but also understand that, you know, I do believe I am great. I do believe that I'm meant to do everything that I am meant to do if I do it.
With all of this confidence and this self-belief, like, I'm real excited to kind of like hear what is in the future, music-wise and stuff like that.
It's important, man. I thought that's why I got to where I wanted to get to anyway. But you forget because of everything you're doing. And if you've got like 20,000 people saying one thing about someone, everyone else is just gonna believe it. But if you start saying, it's like people saying, let's say Michael Jackson, I think he's the best we've probably ever seen, ever. But if everybody else says, oh no, Drake, then everyone's just gonna say Drake because everyone else says Drake. So for me, it's like, you know what? For a short period, it was me versus everybody else, and that's a hard battle. It's a very hard battle. You versus everybody else, but I feel like I'm still winning. Yeah.
Who's your favourite artist right now?
Myself. Yeah, man. Every day I put my music on. Every day. Oh my gosh. Every day I'm blasting that loud. There's a few neighbours and they don't complain. And I play it probably every night. But when I was at uni, they used to complain. But it's funny, I got a few messages from a few of my uni friends as well that I was in at the block with. They said, oh my gosh, I used to hear you playing like barking and that before it even come out, which is kind of crazy. But it's mad still, man. It's mad.
I'm real excited for kind of like what's to come
with
you and your music. Have you got any last words?
People just have to pay attention carefully, man, and just listen. I feel like music, you have to. What I'm bringing up now is music. It's really music, like, and I feel like the people that understand music, different scales, like pockets and beats and stuff like that, and why I'm approaching it the way I am, they will understand. They'll get what I'm on this time. But as long as people just pay attention and just, you know, I don't want to say give me a chance, but just pay attention and just try to understand what's going on this time. I think it'll be good. I mean, I changed the sound last time. And that's what I'm coming to do again, man. I'm coming for people to understand, look, and when I brought that song out, everyone was practically doing the same thing, man. And that's how it is though, innit? So, yeah, man, I never made music, you know what I mean? I didn't make music like that, but I brought a sound to life and, you know, people followed and everyone, there's a lot of artists that do it, man. Whether it's Central C, Digger D, anyone, man. Eddie, your Tions, anyone. They make a sound, everyone, you know, we follow as a group, but this sound, I think, this could be difficult for people to follow this time because there's a few people that I've heard that can do the sound, and it's like, alright, it's decent, but I think different, man.
Do you feel like the competition is scary? Or do you ever feel fear by it?
I sometimes, this is so funny to say, but sometimes I feel sorry for some people because there's times when I'm like, right, let's work, man. Because come and listen to to this new sound. Let's work with what I got now. People don't even want to hear it, so I think, you know what, that's your fault then, innit? Because if you don't want to know what I'm on right now, then it's calm. Because, you know, you can only work with someone that shows the right energy, man. You know what I mean? You can only work with someone that shows the right energy.
Bro, I wish you the best of luck, bro.
No, thank you so much, man.
To speak to you.
You too, man.
And,